There's a holdup in the Bronx, Brooklyn's broken out in fights. There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights. There's a scout troop short a child, cruise ships blue and idle wild. Car 54, where are you?
You could have taken your shower later.
Later? I was on duty all day at the Fulton Fish Market. Without a shower, I would turn this meeting into a stampede.
Sit down. We got some very important business. Okay. Settle down, you guys. Settle down. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me to look into the various group cemetery plot plans that other brotherhoods and a lot of the precincts have gone into. That's why I've asked Mr. Walter Gander of the United Mutual Cemetery Plot Plan to speak with us tonight. Mr. Gander.
As your intelligent president, Officer Muldoon, has stated, it's certainly wise to think about your future. Because, as the saying goes, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Now, thanks to this mutual buying plan, and believe me, these plots are going like hotcakes, we've been able to acquire a choice piece of property in the most beautiful section of Long Island, and here it is, Cold Creek Haven. It used to be a golf course, so I don't have to tell you how beautiful it is. And we have set aside a beautiful section for this precinct, between the 17th and 18th holes. Now, that's right next to the clubhouse. Now, a lot of these other plans are going to come around and try to sell you cemetery plots in New Jersey, and it's going to sound pretty good. Quiet, trees, good drainage. But let's look at it in the cold light of day, huh? To get out there, you have to take the George Washington Bridge. Now, that's a 50-cent toll charge, coming and going. Now, let's face the facts, men. When your loved ones are coming out to see you and they think about that buck toll charge, won't they think twice? You bet they will. Now, let's take our location. You're only going to be a half a mile from the new Mets baseball park. If your loved ones get an early enough start, they can see you drop the flowers and still have time to catch a Sunday doubleheader. How about that? That isn't all. You take your average cemetery. When the sun goes down, it's dark and gloomy. You're in there for the night. But at Cold Creek Haven, right over here, practically overlooking your plots, there's a drive-in movie featuring all the first-run pictures in color and black and white. Oh, I can't wait. There's something to look forward to, isn't it? Now, your president has worked out all the details with us. He's assigned your plots. Sorry I have to run, but I've got 4 more precincts to cover tonight. They're going fast.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gander. Now, about our next item on the agenda.
Wait a minute.
What is it, Nicholson?
What did he mean you assigned our plots?
Look, Nicholson, that's the way it's going to be. Otherwise, the first guys to get their pick would get the best plots. I figured the whole thing out. Now, about our orphans' picnic.
Wait a minute. I don't think I like that, being put wherever the great Muldoon wants to put me. What are you, a dictator? Will you shut up and sit down?
Yeah, put out.
I want to make my own decision where I'm going to be put and who I'm going to be put next to.
No matter who they put you next to, it'll be a social improvement over the bums you hang out with now.
Now you know why I don't want to be put next to a jerk like that.
Me buried next to you? I'd rather die first.
Now, look, nobody's forcing anybody to buy a plot. Now, that's the end of that. And I don't want to hear any more about me being a dictator. Now, about our orphans' picnic. This year, I've decided I'm going to have it again in Bronx Park.
What's the matter? Don't we get to vote anymore?
The least you could do is consult us. Hold it down. Wait a minute. Look, boys, maybe Nicholson is right.
Right. That bum?
Well, I've been thinking it over. Maybe I am getting a little bit like a dictator.
You're the best.
Wait a minute. I think I have become a little arrogant and overbearing. But, boys, I'll tell you one thing. It's your fault.
Our fault?
That's right. Every year you elect me unanimously. Not once has anybody ever run against me.
Of course not. You're the only one who can run the club.
You're the best. And next week we're going to elect you again.
Hold it. Now, look, boys, I'll run. But only under one condition. and that is that somebody runs against me. All right, that's settled. Meeting's adjourned.
Hey, wait a minute. What about the matter of...
I said the meeting's adjourned.
You had to open up a mouth. You had to open up a mouth. All I did.
All you did. Here we have a friendly brotherhood club. Now we gotta have an election.
Yeah, and nothing will break up a nice democratic organization like an election.
Will you get off my back?
Hey, you going home?
Yeah.
Hey, you stood right up to Muldoon.
Showed a lot of moxie.
Did you hear that? Showed a lot of moxie. Stood right up to Muldoon. Any more remarks like that, Nicholson will decide to run.
Stop worrying.
Stop worrying. That would mean the end of the club. A bum like Nicholson, president?
Who'd vote for him?
Who? All the other bums. And let's face it, in this precinct, they've got us outnumbered.
No, Muldoon can't lose.
So we gotta make sure. We gotta beat him to the punch.
What do you mean?
We gotta find a guy to run against Muldoon who hasn't got a chance. A surefire loser. Some stoop who no one in their right mind would ever vote for.
Hi, fellas.
From heaven. Say, Gunther,
Yes, Leo.
there's been a lot of talk among the boys about you.
About me?
Yeah, they say you'd make a natural candidate for president of the Brotherhood Club.
Me? Oh, you're kidding. Run against Muldoon. My best friend, my partner.
That's why you gotta run.
Me?
Yeah, if we run a weak candidate, a pushover like Nicholson, it'd be like a slap in the face.
What makes you think I'm a strong candidate?
You're popular, intelligent, quick thinker.
Besides that.
Besides that, you've got experience in office. You were elected treasurer. You can run on your record.
But I was impeached.
So you made a little mistake.
Some mistake. I left the Brotherhood Christmas funds in the subway.
It only goes to show you're human.
And that's all we want to run against Muldoon. A human.
We need a guy with a lot of political savvy like you to make a decent showing against the incumbent Muldoon.
Don't you call Muldoon an incumbent.
Gunther.
If you were as tall as him, you would stoop over a little bit, too.
An incumbent is what they call a man who is in office.
Oh.
How about it, Gunther?
Jimmy here will handle the politics. He'll be your campaign manager. Won't you, Jim?
Sure, after all, I got 5 uncles in politics in New York City. Just leave it to me.
Forget it. Run against Muldoon. He's my best friend and the best guy that ever lived.
But Gunther.
I don't want to hear another word about it. Me, president.
Well, that lets him out.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? He's gonna run.
What you mean?
He's hooked. He's got the presidential itch.
Presidential itch.
But good. Once a man is asked to run for president of anything, he's a dead duck. It's like the call of the wild. The presidential itch. Ha! Some of the smartest men in the world have fallen for it. Whether it's to be president of the PTA, the Knights of Columbus, the B'nai B'rith, or even president of the United States.
$256, $257, $258, $259.
Will you lay off with that brushing every night, 7 nights a week?
The movie magazine says if I brush 300 strokes a night, I'll have hair like Ava Gardner.
The only thing that's happening to you is you're getting a right arm like Sonny Liston.
Very funny.
Say, Lucille, you want to hear something really funny?
What?
Oh, you'll laugh your head off when you hear this.
Well, what is it?
The boys in the Brotherhood Club want me to run for president.
You? President?
What's so funny about that?
What's so funny? Oh, Gunther, you president of anything? Gunther, you wouldn't stand a chance against Muldoon. President Tootie.
President of the United States. I was elected governor of New York, and I promise to serve my full term.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
My fellow Americans, at this greatest moment of my life, I can only say one thing. Ooh, ooh.
What is it?
Will you wait till I answer the phone? Hello. Oh, Gunther. Hey, that's great. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Florence, you want to hear something funny?
What?
Gunther Tootie is running for president of the Brotherhood Club.
Tootie!
I'm going to be his campaign man. What's so funny?
What's so funny? What are you going to do with a candidate as stupid as Tootie?
That shows how much you know about politics. The candidate is a puppet, a Charlie McCarthy. It's a man behind him who pulls the strings.
No, I heard everything. Jim McBride, the big political boss, the power behind the throne.
Me?
Silly, isn't it? Of course, if you don't want me to.
Oh, no, look, Gunther, as far as I'm concerned, they couldn't have picked a better man.
Gee, thanks. What a wonderful incumbent you are.
Gunther, even though we're running against each other, I wouldn't want anything to interfere with our friendship. If I thought that would happen, I'd give up the whole thing right now.
Oh, nothing is worth more than our friendship.
Good. Let's make this an election that's a credit to the club. No speeches, no fuss. In fact, I'm not even going to campaign.
Good. I won't campaign either.
Let's shake on that.
Good luck, Francis.
Thank you, Gunther.
Smart thinking, Gunther, softening him up.
Softening him up?
Yeah, so when we let loose our campaign, he'll never know what hit him.
Wait a minute. There's going to be no campaign.
No campaign? I already started.
Forget about it. This is between two friends. There's going to be no phony handshaking and slapping on the back.
Have a cigar, Muldoon. It's a boy.
Hey, that's great, Rodriguez. Congratulations. Say, give this cigar to somebody else. I don't smoke.
So he promised you he wouldn't campaign. How do you know it's not a trick?
Oh, when Francis Muldoon promises something, that's it.
Okay.
I'll be over to kiss the baby.
Promised you, huh?
Nice call, Francis.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. First we shake hands, and the minute my back is turned, you're patting people on the back, handing out cigars, and kissing babies.
Oh, wait a minute, Gunther. You don't understand.
We understand, all right. He's afraid of you, Gunther.
Afraid of him?
That's right. This is the first time you're running against a man. Running against a man with vision. A man with intelligence. A man with integrity.
I thought I was running against him.
All right, boys. You wanted a fighting candidate? Here he is now.
Hey, Jimmy, what are you doing? You're going to start a cockamamie here.
Look, Schnauzer, let's get this straight. I didn't enter this campaign to lose. Come on, Gunther.
Let's go and caucus.
Now, we're going to start a campaign.
Look, Leo.
It's too late for Look Leos. Boys, we're in for a fight. Now, let's get dressed and get this campaign started. Because we're going to strike the first blow. You're still too much of a gentleman to campaign, huh? Come on, boys. We got work to do.